The sound test room.
Hello and welcome to the Sound Test Room. My name is Jakob. I'm your host and you're watching the attaQ show. In this episode I'm going to show you how to make a cool pad sound using Waldorf Nave. Now Waldorf Nave is a synthesizer that some people find a bit hard to grasp. It actually has a normal synthesizer with normal waveforms, but the main thing with Nave is the way it handles waves, because this is a wavetable synthesizer with some really cool modulation options. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna initialize the patch by pressing the init button right there. That's rather nice in it. And then you just press OK. As you can see right now, this is the waveform we've got loaded. It comes loaded default with the initialized patch. And as you can see here, you have a red little ribbon right there. And this is actually the position of where the wave sampler is right now, where it's sampling the waveform, because this is a long waveform with a lot of wavetables in it. So we got loads of frequencies and harmonics in here, and we can actually listen to that because we can move the position of that ribbon and the place where the synthesizer samples the sound. And when we start modulating this, that's when it gets interesting. And that's why I love Nave so much, because making a pad sound in Nave goes like that when you know what you're doing, because Nave is really easy to work with. This is the travel knob. And depending on how you set that, you can get some really interesting results. Now for evolving pads, because that's what I like doing with Nave, pads that evolve over time. The travel knob is actually just a looping function for this ribbon. Now you won't be able to see it graphically happening on the wave shape here, but you will be able to hear it. Now you can set this to clocked mode and sync mode and actually sync it to tempos and stuff. So that's pretty nice when you're doing like dubstep and other stuff. What I usually like to do when I make pads is I keep this sync or clocked function in off mode, and that's just where it is right now. This is clocked, this is off, this is sync. So I just keep it off, and you can do this minus, and it loops the other way around, and when you go up like this, it loops like that. I'm gonna choose around 10, and then we're gonna listen to it. And that's basically the same thing as me doing this, only very slowly. So that's a nice function. And right now we've only got one oscillator, well, one wave shaper playing. This is the mixer right here. I'm gonna pull down the volume just a little bit. And then to actually make this into a pad-like sound, I have to give it a bit of slow attack and a long release. So we go to the filter and envelope, and you've got the amp envelope right there. So pull up the attack a bit, and pull up the release. Very nice. I'm also gonna make sure that the distortion isn't on by doing that. And then I'm gonna go to the FX section, and I'm gonna turn on the reverb. I'm gonna up the reverb so we have a big wet reverb. I'm gonna pull the color up a bit because I like high frequency reverb. I don't like it when it gets all rumbly and dark. I'm gonna pull down a bit on the bass. I'm gonna make it a bit wetter than that. And I'm gonna leave the compressor off. I love that. I can't go into this deeper. If you want to, then you have to tell me in the description if you want to see more Nave tutorials made by me. Now you know how to make a basic, simple pad sound using Nave. I suggest...
Jakob! Jakob!
Oh no,
Hey!
no,
Hey!
Ami,
Hey!
Ami,
Jakob!
Ami, stop it,
Jakob!
stop it, stop it.
Jakob!
Oh my God.
Jakob!
Could you please stop?
What? I'm just having a bit of fun. Oh, you're so boring.
I'm not boring. What do you want?
Well, you know how you always say that you like to finger things?
Yes.
I also like fingering things.
Oh my God.
Want to know what I've been fingering lately?
Oh, don't you.
What?
Don't you
I
dare.
wasn't going to say anything dirty.
We promise?
I promise.
Okay, go ahead then.
My bum.
Oh, you.
Jakob!
Ami, stop! As usual, Doug Woods, Colin Sweeney and me, Jakob at thesoundtestroom.com wishes you a very productive week now. Go finger your surfaces and go make some pads.